I'm Adriana Monique Alvarez, the CEO of Alma Publishing, and I am so excited to be interviewing Dina today. Hi, Dina. How are you?
Hi, Adriana. I am bursting with excitement and awe, and I'm just so over the moon with what's been happening today.
Yeah, I'm sure your feet aren't even on the ground. So I wanna share with everyone what we're celebrating today. Dina started her own publishing house. She organized and produced her first collaboration book, and has just recently learned that that book has hit the bestseller list in Australia and the US, and it's climbing in the UK and Canada. So it is such a big day. You have helped 17 women become international bestselling authors. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Absolutely, thank you. It has been an amazing journey, and I must say, I would not have been able to do this without you in my corner. Thank you.
You are so welcome. You know, I love doing this, and I would love for us to kind of rewind because you had been hanging out and I think on my email list, sort of watching, and then you attended a call that I did last year. What took you from sort of considering starting your own publishing house, watching, observing, to stepping in? What made you come closer that time?
Well, the first time I saw the opportunity, I really had a physical reaction in my body. It was just that this is me. It was just that knowing that this is what I'm supposed to do. And then, to be honest, I didn't have the money to enroll. And the opportunity had to come past me 3 times before I was ready to say, you know what, it's the 3rd time now. It's now or never. And I jumped in with everything that I had. And well, as I say, the rest is history.
Yes.
I think receiving the sort of open door for me was just like a huge catalyst to grab it. And to not knowing what the hell I was doing, but just doing it.
That's it. that sums it up.
And it worked.
It worked.
It works.
You know, Dina, I'd like for you to share where in the world you're joining from. Where do you live?
I live in South Africa, near Cape Town, South Africa.
And the reason I want to point this out is because, you know, we have clients all over the world, and there are certain places that do make it more challenging. You know, when you look at the currency exchange, when you look at the cost, and you saw the opportunity, you decided to go for it. Talk to us a little bit about why you selected the title you did. What about the My Message Messes My Message? What inspired you to go that direction with your first book?
It was just it's a title that has always been with me, I think, in the background. And I must say, you know, when I did a masterclass of yours, you know, the first time I learned about this, and it just came natural to me. This is the first book that I'm going to produce. So I didn't do any research, you know, to go and check, is it a good title or whatever. I just know that this was the title. Yes. This was the first book. I like to think it was downloaded to me.
Yes. Yes. And you were willing to follow your heart and follow that guidance.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I know that one of the things we've talked about is how this was very exciting. You knew it was you. This is what I'm here to do. And the whole process pushed you out of your comfort zone. Would you share a little bit about what you bumped up against and then how you kept moving through that?
Well, at first, my first reaction of putting it out there and actually getting a lot of people, saying no at first, and immediately the doubt came up, that whole thing, that old crappy kind of pattern that says you're not good enough, who are you? And but I just in my heart felt that this was the right thing.
Mm.
So I just consciously surrendered.
Mm.
And I said to myself, you know what? This is a divine idea. It was brought to me the way it happened. It was all divine intervention, all of it. And I trust that this book is much bigger than I am. And I trust that the right authors for the book will show up.
Mm.
And that is a thought I kept with me, because doubt came in all the time. There were periods where I got a few sales, and then there was this lull. Oh my God, am I going to get another sale? What do I tell the authors? Do I give their money back? What do I do here? And then again, consciously surrendering, and then no, it's working, it's happening. And then the next author came in, and the next author came in. And I really wanted 28 authors. That was my first thing. I really wanted 28 authors. But you know what? The universe is actually so kind to me to give me 16, just for me to know how it works and that I could handle it easily.
Mm.
So I'm very grateful. I love every woman that's part of this book, because they are all absolutely awesome. I
Mm.
read their stories, I cried with them, I rejoiced with them, and it was a transformational journey for me. So much. I've never done this kind of thing before, to take the responsibility for so many people.
Mm.
That
Mm.
was for me the biggest thing. It's not just me putting myself out there and see if I can get people to join me in my coaching program. This is people investing in me who don't even know me, and I promise them a bestseller.
Yes.
Crazy.
I like this, and I want to talk about this for a second. What it takes to step into this type of leadership, because there are different levels. Like you said, it's one thing when you decide to do something for yourself. Okay, you're going to put yourself out there. Maybe you're going to share your story, or like you said, you're going to sell a spot in your coaching. But when you decide to lead the way and to shepherd a group and tell them, we're going there, I promise, I guarantee. And you also have to trust that they move in and that they can get on board and that you can pull it off.
Yeah.
When you said you kept coming back to this book, this project is bigger than me, I think this is really the key to stepping into that bigger space of leadership. This is actually bigger than me. I'm willing to do my part.
Yeah.
And allow support to come in for the rest. Talk us a little bit through what it felt like just before you launched, just before this book went live. How was that feeling?
I was so excited, but I was also so shit scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think to myself, you know what? Yes, we have the numbers, we have the people, but what if they don't buy quick enough? What if this doesn't happen? And what are the authors going to say if they don't make it? No, it was nerve wracking, to
Yes.
say the least.
Yeah, to say the least. Derek and I were talking about this, about how most people have no idea what it feels like before the launch, during the launch. It's a high, it's excitement, but it is also, it's given me a few gray hairs, because it is every single time you're stepping in with a lot of faith and you've done everything you know to do, but there's always, this voice that's like, but what if? So what I really loved about what you did, you gave me the opportunity to join your authors yesterday, is giving them a space to ask their questions, because it's a huge wave of emotion for every single person involved. I know it's going to take you a few days or maybe even a week to process, but now that you've done it, now that it's real, it's yours, you completed it.
Absolutely.
What do you feel now, or what ahas have you received as a result of this?
Well, my first thing is, my God, my next book I'm announcing next week.
Yeah.
I got to do this again. It's like
Yeah.
Pinocchio. I don't know if you remember, years ago there was this cartoon about Pinocchio, and he went on this roller coaster, and his eyes would go like this, and when he got down to the bottom, he would go again.
Yeah.
Well, I've learned so much, and I'm so grateful that I did everything myself.
Yeah.
Just to know exactly how it works, and what really worked well and what didn't work well. And I think it's a process, Adriana, that will refine over time. I think about 4th or 5th book that I'm processing, it will be just a smooth process. But I'm so excited about starting the next one.
Mm.
I think it's a bug
Yeah.
that has bitten me, and it is just the most wonderful feeling to have these beautiful people and to elevate them to this status, and what it means for them and their business, and the incredible knowing that their story might be read by millions of people. It's just incredible.
Mm.
It's just incredible.
Absolutely. So you're announcing your next book next week, is that correct?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I highly recommend everyone follows Dina. Stay tuned for this announcement, and be sure and go download your copy. I have put the links in the description. So we have the different markets. This allows every single person to be part of the process. Every single time you download a copy of this book and you hear the stories, not only will you recognize yourself and others, you will remember that your story matters too. So thank you for supporting Dina and her authors. This book has a beautiful message. Dina, thank you for allowing me to write the foreword and to support you in this process. I am so excited for you. I love seeing this moment. Enjoy the glow. Have a glass of champagne, and I am celebrating you.
Thank you, Adriana. I really so appreciate you and Derek and the team and everyone. I would not have done this without you. Thank you.
You're so welcome. All right. Click below to go support Dina. I don't know, above, below, they're there. Dina, here's to, becoming an international best-selling author and taking so many with you. Until next time, here's to telling your story.